All right, just a quick video here. I came back to the house and decided to take the entire thing apart to cleanly get to all of the plastics. Really the only way I felt comfortable doing it. And this is what it looks like with all the plastic removed. I've got a little bit of daylight left. I don't want to swap out my visor, which is the dark one. So I'm going to go for a quick ride. And again, on this Clearview shield, it comes out further than the stock or the Freedom Shield. So it's a little wider. Let's see. They also have this little cut in on each side, it looks like, which that's interesting. You know, rather than it just coming straight down, there's a little cut in to come down. And then there's that vent here. So this is what it looks like open. That's closed, and it's 5 positions on that. And this is what it's going to look like from this side. And this is what it looks like open. It's, 5 positions. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've got to wash it. I got fingerprints all over the thing when we were putting it back together. So I'm going to do a quick ride. I'll clean it off tomorrow or tonight. But for now, I kind of want to do another test ride. See you on the road. Rambler Man back out on the road. Plastic is removed. We're in the fully open position. I'm gonna shut it all the way. I'm not sure I can tell huge differences, but let's see. I'm still feeling pretty good with this compared to the Freedom Shield. I wish I could tell if there was a big difference between these different positions, but I'm not picking up on huge impact. Now, I mentioned when I came out from my earlier test run, I've been having where I feel like I'm not really feeling much air in the vents in my helmet. I don't know if they're clogged with bugs. I mentioned when I was doing the dry run with all the plastic on that it seems like 2 or 3 weeks later, as soon as you take the plastic off, that's when you start to notice the problems. I'm hoping this test ride was as good as the opening. I mean, I could have left it on longer, but without being able to test the vent, and as soon as I did the vent, all the plastic started coming loose, and I could tell I was feeling pretty good with it, so I'm hoping that's going to stick. Obviously, I just did one ride and took off the plastic. Versus you had 30 days. They had some pretty strict rules, you know, with the 30-day time limit. If it was barely removed or any removed, you'd pay a 20% restocking fee. I mentioned I had felt some light air. I almost hate to call it buffeting because it's just air that I can feel, and it's you know, you're not going to get rid of it all, and it's still there. Whereas the Freedom Shields was pretty hard. My head would start shaking around 60. I'm guessing I got to go back and look at the literature, but on their advertising. But I think the vent was more to address the issue of how hot you got behind the windshield when there was no airflow. I'm not sure that impacts the wind buffeting. gotta tell you, I got up pretty high to pass there, and I didn't even think about any wind on the helmet. It was feeling pretty good. Let me see if I can get up to such speeds here just to test this thing. Yeah, to me this is feeling really good. I'm really pleased with this. I'm probably not going to do I-64 because you know, once you get up to 85 there's going to be wind, but this is putting a nice dent in it between this windshield and the fork lowers that I have there. I think we've put some good progress on this. Like, I'm hearing a slight, I'll call it a slight roaring noise. It's minor, and I don't know if it's coming from that vent or not. I'm recording this last wrap up back home in the office. The GoPro actually ran out of battery life while I was out on the ride. Just want to wrap up and say that I really like this windshield. I took it for another 20 minutes of riding or so, got up to 70 to 80 miles an hour again. Feeling really good. Probably later this week I'll get on the interstate and give it another go, but I think mission accomplished. This Clearview windshield, I'm really liking it. I'll see you on the road.